Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Good day, whatever time it is that you're listening. Just wanted to show you some of the spring crocuses popping up in Toronto. So spring is finally here. I told everybody I brought sunshine. Hey Maggie, good to have you. You want to join? If you want to join, let me know and I'll see if I can bring you in. Yeah, thanks for the love. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning at the border crossing. I think I mentioned this earlier, but the border guard asked when my friend Jen said that she was bringing me back from the States, and he's like, from San Diego, and just flown in from San Diego. He's like, "Did you bring an extra suitcase full of sunshine?" And I said, "Absolutely, yes, I did." So here it is, sunshine. I know I didn't bring it, but hey, you know, why the heck not? The sun can follow me, right? I have been called a ray of sunshine in the past. People wanted to bottle me for my energy and my vivaciousness. And so today, some lucky people have an opportunity to hang out with me. I know that sounded bad. They're lucky because at this point, I only have 3 people registered for my event up here, and I know I didn't give enough time to promote it or market it or do any of those things. However, I'm bringing hell to happiness. I'm going to go ahead and bring Maggie on. Happiness, release relationships, reclaim your confidence, and revive your heart so that you can love again. I'm bringing it here. Hey, Maggie.
Hi.
Good, I can hear you. I don't have my earbuds with me. I dropped things off at the event space and then jetted off with Lisa so that I could find out where she was holding her event and get some tea and see some of Toronto. So how are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm prepping for the next few days.
Fantastic. The next week?
Yeah, the next week.
Oh, my phone is giving me directions. Pardon me. Yeah, so we're gonna be hanging out together for like 7 days here soon.
Yeah, we're going to be roommates. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, it is. I'm so glad that I finally came. I figured out why I was so resistant to coming to Canada, and this is hilarious. This is first. Let's get the container set. This is day 112 of 365 days of How Do I Love Myself Today, and I'm going to be walking in some shade here for a while. And when it comes to love, you know, we all are looking for the soulmate, or my former boyfriend wasn't looking for soulmate. He was looking for many of them. So because he's polyamorous, but you know, most people want to have that one love, that person that they're the one that they text when they see something cool, or they're the ones that they share life with, and all of the things that, you know, where you get each other. So people are looking for that soulmate. Back in the, it must have been the 80s. Yeah, back in the 80s, I was in San Diego at the time, and I was doing massage on a woman who did astrology. So she did my chart for me, and she said, "Oh, I'm so excited to have you work on me," and because of my chart. And one of the things that she shared with me is that I could meet my soulmate. She said most people, that there's a point on the earth where you can meet your soulmate. And for most people, it's like in the middle of some ocean somewhere. She said, "You're really lucky. Yours is just in the middle of Lake Ontario." So this is what all my resistance was about. You know, am I ready for that? And I didn't even know that that was what my resistance was. Can you believe that, Maggie?
Wow. So has that been in the back of your mind the whole time?
It must have been in my subconscious or unconscious, deep down. Yeah. Because once I brought that up yesterday, because we were talking relationships in the car, Lisa and I were talking about that. Once it was all of a sudden, it's like she's talking, all of a sudden I had these chills over my whole body and went, oh my gosh. Because when the train started pulling into Toronto and I saw the lake, I said, "Is it by a lake? What lake?" And I grabbed my laptop and started, the map of Toronto, and it's like Lake Ontario. I'm like, oh, okay, that's really interesting. And so it was bubbling at that point, but I hadn't got it until we were talking about relationships. And then when we started talking about relationships, it was like full body chills. It's like, this is why I've been afraid to come. What if I'm this close and I don't meet him? And what if now's not the right time? And what if I've already missed him? And all of these fears came up. It was just, yeah. What do you think about that?
That's amazing.
And where am I going to sabotage myself this time? Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
So today, needing a lot of self-love. So I'm honoring my word to do my event, no matter who shows up.
Good. And where are you going to? Where are you walking to right now?
I'm walking to the event space. It's on Bloor Street.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yeah. Bloor Street is a very famous street.
Yeah, it's the gallery. So I'm excited about that.
Very cool. And so what time does it start?
It's at 1 o'clock, 1 to 4 today.
1 o'clock.
Yep.
Wow. So that's soon. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's great. So you might meet somebody. You might meet somebody on your walk. You might meet somebody coming out of the event.
Well, it's not the middle of Lake Ontario, though, but it's close. It's closer than before. I actually married somebody from Detroit, and I think that was in the back of my mind at that time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're in the same energetic space as the lake.
Yes. Yep. And there at a point in time, it was like, I'm settled. I'm in San Diego. He's going to just have to come to me.
And if you have time, not that you would have, but if you have time, you could go over to the island, in which case you would be on Lake Ontario.
Ooh, and I would be in Lake Ontario to get there.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know where the actual longitude and latitude were, but yeah, I mean, how crazy is that? I mean, that they can find that in your stars and your chart.
There's a reason. Yeah, there is a reason that you had all that resistance, and it's just gonna be an amazing week for you. I just know it.
Yeah, when you can get past the resistance, and it wasn't the type of resistance that is an absolute no. It was more like the fear resistance, because there's a difference. Because if I'm a no to something, I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jake, Good to see you. I'm walking around Toronto today, and it's good to have you watching. And I think I'm almost to the spot. But how are you living yourself today, Maggie?
I'm gonna go out for a walk today. It's gonna be about 16 degrees. My favorite thing to do is to walk outside with this weather.
Yes. Awesome. Got some rock and roll happening. Thank you. I actually.
Then I'm gonna pack, and then we're gonna be together tomorrow.
Yes, we are. Okay. So
there we are.
I'm being very, very what's the word? Transparent about my whereabouts. Whew.
Well, there's 3 numbers too, 555.
I know, it's transformation. That's when I saw that. I was like, and today's the 22nd, which is faith. So I figured, this is the time to do it.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing event. I will be there with you energetically.
Oh, thank you. I so appreciate it. Yes. So I'm going into the building. I'm going into the building now. If the light comes on.
Love the sunglasses, by the way. Love them.
I'm not going to need them in a second. Hello. Do we have light? We've got on. There's like 2 buttons here. Last time it took a long time for it to come on. Hello. Okay. There's enough light coming in from the door. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, those sunglasses are so huge, but they're really fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and if you want to be nice and warm, it is warm in here.
Yeah, it's actually supposed to, not in Toronto, but where I live, it's supposed to be about 20 degrees tomorrow. So, everybody's going to be out in their gardens and making it look all pretty.
Yeah, it's going to be warm here too.
Yeah.
The light is not coming on. Okay, well, I'm going to, since you can't really see me anymore, I'm going to say goodbye. And Karen, hey, great to see you watching, Karen. So I'm in Toronto getting ready to do an event. And This is Maggie with me, who's going to be at part of an event that I'm attending, and I'm in a building that the lights are not coming on. So I'm going to go ahead and go, and I've loved myself up by getting in a walk, getting some great tea, sleeping well, and now I'm honoring my word to do an event, whether even if only one person shows up. So that person would get a lot of my one-on-one time, should that be the case.
I wish that
And
was me.
yes, well, you're going to have me one-on-one for a while, but I know you're
That's
going to be
very true.
working. You're going to be working, but all right. So, but yeah, you have me one-on-one in my presenting mode, which is I'm really loving it. It's been really good. So
Good.
have an amazing day. Love yourself well. Jake, Karen, thanks for watching. Go ahead and share how you're loving yourself in the comments, and we'll talk tomorrow for day 113 of 365 days of how do I love myself today. Take care,
See you
Maggie.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.